Hello, good afternoon, my friends. Today is Tuesday, July 22nd, and I'm Claudia from Colorway Arts, and I'm so excited to be here with you. It has been a long time that I don't do a live video. I was even checking here out the equipment to make sure that I was, connected. I hope so. So please let me know in the comments if you can see me well, if you can hear me well. Then we can get started. Hey Edna, good to see you here. Marita, how are you doing, my friend? Hello, Marsha, Debbie, good to see you as well. Many friends here coming, I see. Just from Facebook, so I just see from YouTube right now. So let's see. Is there anyone on Facebook that is watching now that can say hello to me? Yeah, hello. Hi, Cecile, good to hear from you. Perfect, King. I love this. Yes, you can see and hear you fine. So that's great. Hey, Debbie from Bloomington, Brenda, Kentucky. Hey, Bernadette. Oh, good to see you. Who else is here? Carol. Love you. How are you? Oh, good to see all of you. Just keep. Oh my gosh, we have Nancy with us today. Good to see you here, Nancy. Thank you so much. Well, we do have so many things to tell you today. That is a so exciting box that I, designed in the last year, and it is so special that I cannot wait to tell all the details for you because it's really, really fun, and that's so amazing. Oh, you were having paper cartonnage class in Washington Island. That's so great, Nancy, to hear. Hey, Marlene, good to hear from you as well. Very good. Okay, so yeah. So welcome everyone. Hope you feel inspired today and happy to, keep gluing or start gluing maybe, I don't know. So who is here with me or will watch, the replay? Because I know like Tuesday, 2 p.m., not everyone is able to watch with me live, but we have to find the time, right? So thank you so much for all of you that are here. And I want to just go ahead and start talking about what we are here today to do, right? Very nice. So I know some of you here, or I don't know how many, but many of you here have already seen this box that I have been creating in the last. Uh, I started designing this box actually in November last year. And then it was sort of a very different process for me of creation because for some time last year was a little bit challenging for me. If you are with me for more time, you know. So once I got back into the creativity and doing some things, this box, just like the design itself, just flows so easily for me. It was so easy to put the pieces together and create this big box. And the evolution of the designing process was also something unique for me because I started even before, right? Before showing the boxes, maybe some more people can come here and see when I show it opening, but a little bit of behind the scenes of creating this box. So I wanted something that we could have the in-person retreat, which we had in May here in Michigan. And I'd like to have something, very different, unique, with something hidden. Wasn't really sure. But then the minute I started designing the box and the pieces were just, putting together so, in flow and easily and beautiful. And once I was done with the first idea where I cut out the pieces of chipboard and was making that, then all of a sudden my box was a little too big and too heavy. So I said, okay, I have to kind of fix a little bit. And so I started working with that. And then I will tell you the rest of the story, after show you the box. I think that will make more sense for you to understand. Oh, hi, Erica, Vontina, Denise, so good to see you. Tally, Lucia, good to see you. Vivian, Lee, so good. Go, amazing. Thank you so much. And of course, you can, if you have any question during this live, I'm more than welcome to, I will answer to you. If you have a question at any time, right, that you really want me to answer, you can put a few question marks in the beginning. I can kind of see easier here. I see comments from both places we are now live, YouTube and Facebook. So you can just put the question marks and I will see if I can, answer to you. Nice. Very good. So I'm not seeing live on YouTube, but I think you should, Liz, because there are several people here on YouTube right now. So go to YouTube, Colorway Arts. You should find me, but you can stay on Facebook as well. It's the same thing. Okay. Very good. So let me show what we are talking about, right? So first of all, let me just ask, is there anyone here watching live with me that is completely new to the technique of my work that does not know what is a cartonnage box? Just for me to know. If you are absolutely new, just write new here in the comments so I can kind of understand who is here with us, okay? Hey, Josie, good to see you. I think I have an answer for you today, Josie. Let's see if I can show you later. Yeah, Marita, I haven't seen you. Yes. Oh, good, good, good. Okay, so maybe no new people here? Okay. And if you are watching the replay later and you are new, just put a new as well so I can kind of have an idea who is joining our live, okay? That's also help me to see how we go. So we know if based on our comments here, we know that we are talking about cartonnage boxes, which let me pick a simple one right here, which is, for example, like this one is the fabric cigar box. And we use fabric, chipboard, poster board, and we glue, right? With glue all from Elmer's. That's the glue we use to make our boxes, right? And the way we cut the chipboard, we can also call paperboard to be easy, and that will be like a larger board of chipboard and poster board. Sometimes we have craft paper. So when we cut these in different sizes, then we can build these boxes in different ways, right? So, well, we do have so many projects so far, do-it-yourself kits and many online courses. We do have our community, our Cartonnage Club as well, with more than 90 different projects and special events and so many more things that we can talk more later. But at this moment, let's then show you the box that I created. You see a very simple one here, just opening like that. And then let me show you in details the one that I create for our retreat, okay? Let me pick one that is very, I love the fabric. And I love the contrasting. So I was thinking which one I'm going to open first. And I think I'm going to be opening this one right here, right? So we do have the Tula Pink here fabric now. And so that is exactly the box and the size of the box, the Hidden Treasures box, right? That we made in our in-person cartonnage retreat back in May. Okay, I would really encourage you to go to our website. If you haven't done that yet, go to blog, and one of the blogs is about how fun was that, like in-person retreat, where we made this in 3 days, from Tuesday to Thursday back in May. Okay, so that was the box. So that's when my everyone that came to retreat at that point, they only saw this like this closed box, right? So they didn't know what was inside when they came to the retreat, because as I said, we have hidden treasures here, and I was still thinking in the treasures that we could add to this box. So I said, okay, let me go directly to the retreat without opening the box. And they liked the idea. They said, yeah, keep it a secret. And so that's what we did. We kept it as a secret until the moment in the beginning of the retreat when then I opened the box, okay? So my idea with this box was kind of showing something that was very simple to look at, right? So if you keep a box like this, I have one right there on behind me, right? When you look at the box, It's just a simple box. The first idea would be that you are opening a lid, right? And you have an empty space. But then I asked the people that came to the retreat to bring 2 yards of fabric, okay, 2 coordinating fabrics, 1 yard each. And they know me. They said, okay, we knew we were going to do something because it wasn't possible to use so much fabric just for a simple box. And of course, I would not do that, right? So then when I open, and I open this box for you now, that's what we see here, and then I'll give you more details later. So first of all, the box does not open here as we were thinking. The box open all the way here, okay? And so later, once I open the box and I show everything, I also want to show you that we do have 5 boxes in this box, okay? So that's how we open the box, and that's the first thing that you will see, right? So take a look at here, and you see that I have to show in this camera because it's too big to show in the other one. So the first thing we can see is that we have sort of a frame on inside the lid, and that frame is so unique. Like, for example, in this case, I just use the same part of the design of my fabric, right? And then I just add it there. During the retreat, I have told this for those people coming to the retreat. And then I said, well, we're going to have this space. You can bring something unique, like embroidery, So it was really nice to see. Some people brought like a quilt, some people brought a cross stitch, some people brought some machine embroidery, hand embroidery. So it was so amazing to see these boxes, coming to life. So let's keep going. So this is the first idea, right? And then I also have a space, okay? I hope you can hear me better. I think you can hear me better from here because I have my microphone there. So the first thing I wanted was a space to put a book inside, okay? So this is the space we have right here on the top. And this is one of the sorts of books that we can put inside, right? And that, before I keep going with the box, I want to tell you this story, then keep going with my designing, because the first box I made first was too big, okay? First was too big. I thought, no, the kit will be too big, will be too heavy. No, I have to reduce, make it a little smaller. But as I had, made all my math, because if you have designed any box with me so far, you know that we have some math behind the scenes, because we do need to build this box like a little Lego that, one piece has to, fit well with the other. So then, to be able to make the box smaller, I thought it would be easier for me, okay, instead of doing all my math, manually again, let me make a spreadsheet already. So I made a spreadsheet with all my dimensions, all my math, everything. And so I was able to quickly reduce the size of the box, the pieces, and then I made another sample of the box. And that box was smaller then, okay? I think it was that one that is there. It's a little smaller. Okay, I kept going with the idea, and then I realized, but one of the treasures I want to talk about when I'm opening this box and talking with my people is about leaving a treasure for our family, for example, giving a gift really special, a lot of meaning on that. So it could be an album with pictures, it could be a recipe book, it could be a book with stories, like stories of the family, so many beautiful things we could give to our family or friends as part of this special gift, right? This special box. So that was one of the things. And then when I came to put a book inside that little box, it didn't fit. It was too small. So I said, okay, oh my, but I can't believe in that. So what I did, I picked my spreadsheet again, make it a little bigger, and then that's when this box came to life, exactly in the size that we then made during the retreat. So then I was super happy because now I do have the space, to put the book inside if I want to coordinate a book with that. Is that unique or what? Okay, let me know in the comments what you're thinking. I see Ginger joining us. Hi, Ginger. I see Molly, Linda. Oh, hi, Linda. Good to see you as well. So good. So here is the box, like, I mean, just still just a regular box, right? And so during the retreat, I also was passing around with them and said, okay, so now how, what else there is in this box? And people would say, should have something else, but where? So I was passing the box and people were trying to, do this, and no one was like able to discover how to open this box until someone just touched here and was able to, oh, you see, we do have a magnet here. So I have done in the past some boxes where the back would open, and now this one opens right here on the front. And it's not noticeable, like it's really, when you look at the side, you really think that it's just a box, and then you can open like this. Now let me see, how can I hold this here in front of you? So that's what happened with this box, right? So we do have this lid that comes all the way to the side with a little tray, okay? And I gave many ideas during the retreat, and now I'm actually, before you ask, I'm doing the online course, and I record even before the retreat, but I'm almost finished editing. So I gave lots of ideas of what use those trays for, okay? They really fit, for example, cards, 4x6 cards that you can do like message cards or cards, and so many ideas more that I gave during the process. Okay, so that's one tray that opens like that, and we also have a little drawer. Okay, so everything very coordinating. I don't even know how to show everything in camera, so big it is. So that was, so much fun. The purposes of this box, so what we can use this for, are so wonderful. Actually, the 4x6 cards was also something that was like kind of an accident, so to speak, if you believe in that, because once the box was done in this size to fit this book, right? One day I got interested in playing cards to coloring cards. It was, and then I came home with that and said, "Oh, I would like to paint those." And then I put inside the drawer, just fit exactly perfect. I could not believe that I made the box, the drawer, and the tray, because they are the same size, exactly 4x6. So it's even add more ideas to how you can, give this. So that's really, really like something unique and different. And I hope you like the idea. I mean, it's so fun. So that's one with how can I say, the fabric, like, very tulip pink. Okay, then I was so happy in making more samples, and I wanted to do something else, because I also want to do a smaller version of this box for, what we can use this. So many ideas. Of course, we can, during the retreat, we were talking about this as well. Like, of course, you can just put your supplies, your sewing notions, whatever you want to put in this box, but you can put more meaning and give as well, like as a gift for someone in your family, or as a jewelry, or so many ideas as well. So I thought I would like to make it smaller. So how do I do that? Of course, I ran to my spreadsheet again, put out my numbers, and I created the box smaller. To my surprise, I was thinking the box would be even more smaller, but it did not got so small. And actually, I'm thankful, because then it's a process to make this, right? It's not something you're gonna make in 1 hour or two. You will need time to make this. So sometimes something very small, you don't have so much use to that. So I think the size was actually good. So here is my other set, now using Laura Birch fabric that I love so much as well. So that the bottom one is exactly the same size that we had, and this actually one is the one I record the tutorials, okay? And this top one is the medium box. The medium one I'm calling small, because not my idea to have an even smaller. But as I said, with the spreadsheet I got, like, of course, would be super, super wonderful. So then I had one thing. Let me open this small one. I think this small one is also great to show you, because look at that. I was able to fit perfectly a panel right here in this frame. So, oh my gosh, so many beautiful panels out there, right? So it will be phenomenal. They fit here. If they are kind of a standard size, they fit wonderful here. And I play a lot with these fabrics, with coordinating Laura Birch here. And look what else I was able to do in this one. I was able to put another part of the panel right here. Look at this. Share the love, feel the magic. How unique. Absolutely, as we said, that's not sold in stores, right? Just us making that we can really feel the joy of how amazing to have something like this and to make and have that. So incredible. Really love it. And then in a minute, I will talk about this here, which is the hardware. Okay, my new hardware that I love it to support the lids of the box. Okay, I will tell you this in a minute. Let me open this one here. So this one, while I was making the tutorials, the online tutorials, I decided to use the coordinating fabrics because I have made these already. And so I want to make the coordinate, so I have a set, right? So I did, the opposite with the fabrics. I play like this. But then inside, the panel didn't fit. So what I did was coordinate with some orange. Okay. So when I was watching and making the editing my videos, I said, oh my gosh, I don't think I have done in the past such a colorful box in a video tutorial. But look at how unique. Oops. Okay. Unique and so helpful. What size is the frame insert in the lid? Marita, the frame for the small or for the big one? Okay, let me see. The big one is it's a little bit more than 7 inches, 7 inches and a half. Okay. And by about, it's 7 and a half. I can give you later more information for you, but it's 7.5 by 7 something as well. So that's for the big one. Okay. It's really unique, really unique. And if you are in our community, for those that joined it, like that were just for members of the club, there are pictures there, or even on Facebook, I think some posted pictures with embroidery there. I know you love embroidery, Marita. It would be, wow, phenomenal for you to make one like that. Another thing I did, let me show just another sample that I have here, was this one right here. Okay, that was a very purplish box, and this is just this has a name of my mom in this. I was making this and just remember so much of her. My mom loved this color, so I know next time I go visit her, she will get this box because it's really amazing. And look at that, how incredible different right there, right? So then in this here, I also made a different book, and I want to show you this book here. And I forgot to add just a little, how can I say, a ribbon to make it easy for me to remove the book. I will do that somehow, okay? So let me show this book. So this book, let me see if you can see very well. Yeah. So this book here also fits there, okay? But then I'm using a very different spine construction. I'm so excited with that. And also a different binding, very nice. And that is a lot related to what we talk about during our retreat, which was like something about family, something about telling stories, So that is just one of the pages of the book. I have been, designing a few ideas for books, okay? And then this is one that is really exciting me. It's still in process. But I have some ideas here from people that watched and saw the video, the book. So this is just one idea. It could certainly be a recipe book or just, a photo album, whatever. But that's something different that also can be added to a box like that. And let me just open the rest as well to show you. Okay, nice. Yes, very, very unique. So now next, and forgot to tell you, we also had with the big one, I also, the kit has pieces for this little book right here that you can make like a kind of a TN construction, but I'm doing the same structure for the spine as the other book, and then the little books right here inside. So it's super fun as well. Okay, so now let me talk about this, the lead, right? Let me see if you have any question here. Yes, Kim, you are absolutely right. She said each of the boxes have a different feeling depending on the fabric. Happy, fun, country chic. Yes, absolutely. And how fun it is to find our fabric, right? Our perfect fabric for that part. So it's really, really, really amazing. That one that is here, and also share, this is Frank Lloyd fabrics. We also have this in the shop. So it's another, right? A different, another feeling as well. This one that you saw the picture inviting for the live, right? And that's just slightly smaller, as I said, than the other one, because it was the first thing I did. Now, talking about the lid, because this is a very heavy lid, let's talk about how many boxes we have here, right? Let me open I kind of like to show in the Tula pink one, because the contrasting, I think, for the camera will be even better. So the lid, right? The boxes, let's count the boxes. So the first box we make when we make this box is kind of a base structure that we don't see, but it's the base of the thing. So that's the first box we make. It's hidden here in the middle of this that just support everything. That's the first box. Then we make a box right here to be the tray. So that's the second box. Then we have a box to make right here the little tray. So that's the third box. Then our lid, look at the lid, is also a box. So that's the fourth box. And the last box we make is actually the drawer. Okay, so we do have 5 boxes within this box right here. So that's super nice. And I want you to look at this lid, okay? Because the heaviness of this lid, of course, when this is done, the lid will fall like that. If you don't have anything to hold, the lid, it will just fall. It's a problem? No. Some people will not bother with that. If you just open a box, pick something, and then close, completely fine. We have so many different boxes. Some of them will. So, for example, usually when we have a cigar box, it does not go all the way. It stops naturally because of the process of making. But because that lid is super heavy, right, and big, it will fall. And for years, I have been looking for a solution that I can hold lids. But I don't want anything that needs to be added during the process of making the box. Because sometimes we have a box like that we made long ago, maybe, and the lid is falling and you want to support the lid, but how? If I have to add during the process, then that's not an option, right? Second, if you have my book, Cartonage Basics and Beyond, I added ribbon in that book to the box into the suitcase, which is bigger. Oh my gosh, it's kind of a gymnastic to be able to put the ribbon in the right position while we have the pieces to glue. It's kind of a crazy, crazy thing. So I didn't want that as well, right? So I kept trying. I found a hardware that I thought would work great. I tested so many times. My idea was to use a metal chain that I saw, to be very sincere, was something in my closet that I put my dirty clothes. One day I was looking, it's holding by a metal chain. That's nice. Maybe I can incorporate this into my cartonage boxes. And that's what I did. But I never found something that would hold very well in the box. So what happened is that before the retreat, I had an idea. I started connecting during the process of making the box. I put the metal chain, everything happened that worked so good for me here. I was like opening the box and showing or, recording the tutorials and stuff. It worked fine. When we got to the retreat, imagine we have 40 women there in the room. My samples were on the front, or in the middle of the tables, open so everyone could see. Imagine that box open with something supporting there for hours and hours or for the full day. Out of a sudden, they start breaking, and I said, "Oh, that's not the good hardware didn't like." So then the solution was kept going until I finally found the right thing. Okay, and let me show you. Then let me see which box will be better for you to see. Hope you can see in this one. So now we are talking about this thing. You see that now the lid does not go all the way. It stops in a certain position because now we do have a metal chain here added to the side. And in the way that I prefer is not during the process, is way after the process. Once the box is completely done, I can add, for example, to the Tula Pink box right now if I want. I can add a year for now. It's really a solution that is much better because then with this we can attach to the box later and have exactly what we want. So the chain, I really found that there is the more strong that I have tested, and I tested so many. And the rest of the hooks, I had to finally find a supplier that is making for me because I couldn't find in the colors that I wanted. I wanted in brass and couldn't find. Then I found a supplier and then they are making for me in the color that I want. Okay. So of course, right now I do have some limited quantities, but if that goes well, if the feedback of you, using, if you guys like it, then I will make more and make more available for sure. So let me show you this box here that I made long ago, at least 10 years ago. It's exactly the same, the same way I actually made this little quilt, so to speak, here in the middle. But the lid was failing. Okay, so what I did, I added the same solution for here, and maybe you can see better in this color. You see here. So it's a part that is added to the lid, part that is added here to the side of the box. We screw at the end of the day, okay? We screw that to the box at the end of the process. And yes, now I have left here some of those boxes that I already I left open for 2 days, 3 days. I forgot here during the whole weekend. And when I came here on Monday, was exactly the same. So now I completely trust in this, unless, something very weird happen when we are here or there, but then mostly I think that will work. So I'm super, super excited with that because it's a solution that I know we were looking for, right? Any questions? Let me know in the comments. I'm so excited to hear from you. What do you think about this box? Which one do you like more? Let me know in the comments. Oh, before I forget to tell you, AQS show, Grand Rapids here in Michigan, okay, in August is the week of 20. I'm not sure exactly the days. I think it's 21 to it's Wednesday to Saturday, okay? We will be there, okay? So we are preparing a good, beautiful place, and it will be so fun, okay? Nice. Okay, let me see what else I have to tell you about this box before I give you details on how you can join us to make this, right? Okay. Well, so I'm later on, but I really like the box in the newsletter. Good, Evie, good, so nice. Love the Laura Birch boxes. Yes, very colorful. And then it's really like a different, as you guys are saying here, we put just a different fabric and it looks like a completely different project, right? And you can use for other purposes. So it's so really, really fun. There's one of members of our club from near here, and she is doing cartonage boxes with a more like a classic way in neutral. So she's using more like linen with embroideries, very like light colors, and making coordinating boxes with journals and stuff is a completely new thing as well, right? Yes, Pat. Now I'm so excited. So if you guys that were here in the retreat, no one put the pieces in the box because I noticed during the retreat that something was wrong, and I promised that I would have a solution, and now I have a solution. Okay. So now what I decided to do is that the do-it-yourself kits are not coming with the hardware anymore, because I know not everyone will want to add it. And so I will be selling the hardware completely separate. So those that want to add will buy and add, and if they want don't put, that's okay. Okay, that will be the easiest way for us to navigate here on behind the scenes. Okay, very good. So now let me tell you how you can join us to make this project. Okay, and how I have done in the past. So how about, I think 2022, we had the first in-person retreat where we have the big project. It's not here, but it's the Wonder Chest. It's something round and top, very big. So that was the in-person retreat. And then after that, I create an online course that was available to purchase separate. Those that wanted to join would buy, because to create something like this, I'm here 30 minutes already talking about this box and the details of making that took like so long to create and to improve it and make it better. So I didn't know how to make it available after that. So for the 2022, we did as a separate course, online course. So those that wanted to join would join. And the retreat this year was so unique, our in-person retreat. It was during the week, Tuesday to Thursday. It was a great time. I had a lot of help, support from my team that was super good. And so many asked to have the retreat kind of annually because it was so fun. And then I already saved the date for next year. Will be in April 14 to 16, if I'm not wrong. That will be our in-person retreat here in Michigan again. And so after the retreat, so many people start asking, oh, I want to make this box as well. I want to make this box. When going to be available? How going to be available? And after really thinking so much about the possibilities, I found out there is one way that I can keep going the best way for everybody, for us, for those joining and making, okay? Because there are a lot of steps, for example, in this box. So I would say if it is a very, very beginner person, will make it, yes, we'll make it, but I would rather prefer someone to start, for example, with a cigar box, make 1 or 2 cigar box or a journal, and then go from there, right? Or something like this. Have something that will help you to understand the steps. If you're already familiar with cartonage, then of course my videos are always very well described, very well. You see every single detail here in my camera, so that helps a lot. So the decision is from now on until if something happened, we can change. But from now, I think that's the best decision. Those retreats will be part this online course to make this box will be turned into a online retreat now. Okay, so we had the in-person retreat. Now we're gonna have the version online. Okay, and who can participate of this online retreat? Now we are turning this into a exclusive project from the Cartonage Club. So that means that with the price that we would pay to have the course and the do-it-yourself kit to make it, okay, the price that we would pay for that, for an online retreat, course, and kit, you will be able to join the club for more time and have access to the whole Cartman Club benefits and everything, okay? So that will make everything so much easier for everybody and will increase the fun for everyone. So if you are already a member of our club, you don't have to do anything in August. And let me share here. Let me see if I can show you very quick. So saving the dates now, we will have a online retreat for the Hidden Treasure Box that will be August 5th to 8th. Okay, exclusive for club members. And how this works. So how the online retreat work. The same as worked last many times ago. So for example, the double toolbox that we love it so much, that was an online retreat some years ago. Tutorials, you don't need to be live to make it, okay? The tutorials are there, record, but during this week, we get together for Zoom meetings so you can ask questions. The tutorials are released like a little bit each day, so you can make it a little bit per day. There's a lot of people making the same project at kind of the same time, so the energy is so great, and we get together for those connections and post pictures and ask questions. So that's really, really, really amazing. Okay. Yeah. So what happened? Debbie said, love the idea of in-person and online retreat each year with the same project. Maybe in the future I can do something else for the online, and this probably will be the case because if I'm not ready with the tutorials for the books by the retreat, right after I will have. Okay. So this book. In this book here, I will have the tutorials as well included in the course. Okay, so that will be also super good. Plus, have I been telling you about my spreadsheet, my math, and all those things? So inside the club, we also have the spreadsheets to make in different sizes and how to make the dimensions. So I will give you the dimensions to make the larger and the smaller one, and the spreadsheet so you can make any size you want. Like it can be even better. Oh my gosh. Okay. So that is how you can join us for making this beautiful project and so many more other projects with the benefits that are inside the club. Okay, so let me know if you have any question on that. Okay. What else I have to tell you? Right now, inside the club, we are having something also super fun. And while we were waiting for this to be ready, I decided to do a tea towel challenge for us in the club, okay? So what that means, we are using tea towels and creating some sort of journal books or other things. But the best thing is that we are using, or here's a bookmark, all with this tea towel. So the idea is to connect. We have a private community, so we are connecting with each other, seeing different things. And I was able to connect our community with the shop. So there are you can post about what you are making and receive points to get discounts in the shop as a club member. So there are so many things behind the scenes, and it's so amazing. So I really want to show very quick here where you find information about this, okay? And I have one important thing as well to tell you, because we do have do-it-yourself kits for this, right? I will add dimensions by the end of July inside, okay, the course. But I do recommend, of course, if you can start with the do-it-yourself kits to make it easier, make sure that it's all, right and correct. And we are shipping this week, and we're going to be shipping as well next week kits. So if you think, okay, I want to do that, I want to join this community and have tons of fun, you can stay in the club with us. I would love to invite you actually for the 6-month plan if you can, because it's the best cost benefit. And you have, oh my gosh, you receive the points, you receive all the benefits, and you have time to enjoy all that we have and more things, okay? So it's really, really, really fun. So let me show super quick right here. So when you come to my website, okay, you will go, So you have information about the club right here, okay? There is no information right now about the online retreat we are preparing. So probably in 2 or 3 days, we're gonna have more information about this. But I really wanted to tell you before, because I want, as we are shipping orders Thursday this week, I really want, if you decided, yeah, that's for me, I want to buy the kit, then that you can do it and receive for sure in time. If you buy next week, you may receive in time, may not, right? So that's just for you to tell you. So here is where, please, if you are interested in learning about the club, it's out here. Just take a look. We do have 3. Take a look with, more attention. So we have these special bonuses that I say inside the club, like online workshops, or in this case now the retreats, okay? And we have the course about designing projects, okay? And if you go down, you have here our 3 options. So you can join us as a basic plan. The basic plan, as you see, you barely have, you watch everything that is, you'll be part, but you don't have benefits uh, related to the shop. The awesome monthly, you have all the benefits, and the 6 month is the one that is more like the best price for that. So that is what I would love you to come over there and take a look. If you are a member, or even if you are not a member, you may have points in our shop. So take a look at this bottom part here, the loyalty points, to see how many points you have. So maybe you can join that, and use some points in your purchase. Oh, by the way, here you see the fabric cigar box cartonnage masterclass. So if you are not sure if cartonnage is for you or not, if the club is for you or not, if you haven't seen any of my tutorials, this is a course I created for you to know about it. So you can make the cigar box I showed to you, okay? And this one, the cigar box, you have the options to join and watch for 2 weeks for free to understand, or you can pay for 1 year, but you can, if you join the club, this is in the club as well, okay? So many benefits that really are wonderful. And as the time has passed, I'm so excited that we are now able to even connect the community with the shop and play a little bit more with rewards. So now if you are a member, if you know someone that wants to join, invite. If the person joins, say, hey, I joined it because whoever invited me. Both of you can get rewarded with points to get discounts in my shop. So there's a lot that we are doing behind the scenes to improve, okay? And really, in the past, many years ago, I was doing different, and this part of having the club and opening something different and doing a course separate and this and that complicates so much the behind the scenes for me. I cannot tell you how many nights I didn't sleep because of that. So I really, since last year, I decided that the simple is better, so everyone will be happier. Life will be light, and easier, and so that it is really a idea. What I mostly love about the club is that we have all integrated, all connected. So we talk about different projects, everything that is in one place, and you have all the tutorials and everything. So that makes much more easier and sense for everybody. Okay, so super, super good. Any question? Let me know in the comments. Let me know what you want to tell me here. Marita says, oh, yes, Marita, yes. No, newbies also can take in-person classes. Very good. We have other cities with certified teachers to learn smaller projects. That's true. And let me show in my website where you can find it, okay? So if you go to find certified teachers in shops, okay, then you have here in our website, we have a list of places that we know that sell our do-it-yourself kits, and we have a big list of certified teachers. So you can contact these people if you want, if you are in some area, and see if there is a in-person class that you can take as well, okay? Yes, Marita, thank you so much. Says member since the beginning. Yes, so there's so many teachers as well available all around. I would love then to invite you to join us if you want, okay, to create this box. Let me show you the do-it-yourself kits. Yeah, the do-it-yourself kits will be available in our shop. Do-it-yourself kits will be here in our shop, Club Online Retreat. And then, as I said, they are just these projects here. This is the chains. I added just as a members only for now because I don't have so many available. And then the two do-it-yourself kits are here. Also, they are members only. So when you click here, you have to be logging in as a member. Okay. I also want to quick show you here. This is our community, and where we post, the pictures and what we are doing. And we have the tea towel challenge here separate. So where we are, just starting and talking about what we are doing, how we are making here a video explaining. So many different things that we are increasing and adding that. Okay. If you are in the club, you are eligible to purchase a kit and instructions for the Hidden Treasures box. If you are in the club. Linda, yes. So good question. Good question. Yes, Linda. So what happened is that these retreats, the in-person retreat we have here every year now, it's going to be an annual retreat in Holland, Michigan every year. And the online retreat, both of them are just for members of the club. Okay. So yes, when you are a member, you can purchase the kit, and then you see the tutorials. If you are not a member, you have to join the club, and then you have this possibility of doing that. Of course, for the in-person retreat, there's an extra cost that because that's a completely different experience, right? So those that were here in the in-person, they had different prices for kits. They have different kits with discounts. They have, a lot of things. We had different meetings and the connections and everything, right? So it's an in-person opportunity. So of course there's a cost involved on that. And now the online retreat for now we are doing in this part. Okay. So you can join the club being a monthly or a 6-month. I'd love to encourage you to join 6 months. I believe even when you go to the page to sign up, you can even divide that directly on there on the website. I think there's an option there. I'm not completely sure on that, but we'll have to do. But that's what it is. Edna, I'm assuming the chain is different than was available. No, Edna, the chain is the same. What is different is the other connector, okay? The chain is exactly what, if you got here in the retreat, that's the one you use. To be sincere, with these new connectors, the new hooks, maybe even different chains will work as well, because I'm seriously thinking if the problem was really the chain or it was kind of the whole thing together with a lot of heavy things, right? So yes, the chain that we had available here, you can still use. You won't use the knobs that you receive inside the kits, because that one I changed it, okay? Will the August online retreat be perfect? I love this question. Thank you, Marcia, for saying that. The August online retreat available for replay for as long as you are a member. Okay, so Marcia, yes. So what happens with all the projects that are included in the club, you can always watch on your time, on your pace, and make on your, time. You can join one of our or more of our Zoom meetings during that week, because that's where the energy goes. I usually do some prizes, and then we see each other. We have questions, answer all those things. But the tutorial itself is recorded and you watch whenever you want, as long as you stay with us as a member, okay? And also something that is important I have to tell you, not just for this, but for all my do-it-yourself kits that are included in the club members, okay? So if you get a do-it-yourself kit, if you buy a do-it-yourself kit while you are a member, you will watch the tutorial and be able to make it during the time you are a member. Okay, it's kind of Netflix way, right? If you are a member of Netflix, you can access everything, but when you cancel, you cannot, because the behind the scenes is cut. That's the same in our case. Like the tutorials you can see while you are a member, even if you have bought the kit, because I cannot give you the instructions after. So you have to plan ahead, and this is written in all the places inside the club. You have to plan ahead when you buy the do-it-yourself kit, make it, and then if you want, okay, that's okay, you don't want to be anymore and you want to cancel, because you can cancel anytime, but then you don't have more access. Okay, so make sure you make your kits before you cancel. Or what I have seen people doing is leaving the club because of care, now I don't want to be anymore, and then later join for a month or two, make the kits, and then leave, because they're super flexible in our program. Okay, you don't need to join and stay for a long time. You stay for as long as you want, even though about 60% of our members stay for a long time, and this is super good, super number that I love. It kind of tell about our community, right? But you can like leave and then join again, completely up to you. So yeah, so did I answer your questions? You have any other question that you may have now that I tell of this? Let me show. I think I show you everything. There's one more thing that I want to also tell you. Who here is on Pinterest? Can you imagine? I have completely forgot that we had Pinterest in the past. I simply never did anything there, and now I went back. Now I have a team to help, and then we went back, and now we do have a Pinterest again. Okay, so I invite you, if you haven't been there yet, okay, please like our page. It's so little number of followers here because we are just started. So whoever is in Pinterest, if you like that, it's easy to put, you save, and all those things. So we have a lot of hidden stuff that were like in our Instagram as well, and then we're gonna be with time making more things and adding more here to the page as well, and saving more stuff, and doing more things. So I hope you enjoy this, okay, and also share with your share for friends. And I mean, it's always fun to do it. Okay, very good. So well, my friends, that's kind of it for today. If you don't have any more questions, I just let's just recap this. There's this amazing box, which is the hidden treasure box. It is a very unique, actually the online, and you can make with us, okay? Some of you already made in the in-person retreat. Now we have the online retreat that will happen in August from August 5th to 8th. It's just for members of the club. Those that join the club can also watch later. It's not a rush. You don't really need to make during that week. But if you want to do during that week, then I recommend to get the do-it-yourself kit early. If you right now, like this week, so we can ship this and you get this on time to make with us. Or you can leave for make later as well if you prefer. Okay. So yeah, our plan is to have this in-person retreat here in Michigan every year around April or May. Okay, and then the online retreat following later with the same project and some add-ons, so to speak, for those. So yes, very good. So what else I could tell you right now? Oh, the hardware that I discovered that I really love to hold and support the lid of the box, okay, are now available in our website. For now, the hooks that put and hold to these boxes are only for members because I don't have that many available. As soon as I get more, I may share, like open available in my shop. For now is that. The chain is available there. And I hope you like also this idea because it's super, super good to, to be able to add something later if you decide so, right? Super good. Edna said I highly recommend this treasure box. It was super fun and meaningful. And and during the their online retreat, I was thinking, I believe I will I will share the introduction videos, because the introduction videos, I have 4 introduction videos. One is talking about fabric, another is the designing project, another one was about how to use, what to use. So there's a lot of details on that. I probably will have the introduction videos prior, so everybody can watch that, have an idea, choose your fabrics, and then when we get August 5th, you can just start gluing. I think that will be better, right? Yeah, Kim said that she's like the inspiration. She's doing the tea towel. So this tea towel project challenge, for you to understand, I found a way to connect the community with the shop. So once per month, whoever like post about the tea towel challenge in the community will receive $10 off in our shop once per month from now until December. And we're gonna move with this challenge because now we are preparing and making something. And then we're gonna start using that with little activities that I'm planning here too, so we can get even more connected, even more like inspired and together. So that's just the way I am, and I really love this. And before we wrap up totally here and say goodbye, I really want to tell you a last thing, which is I am preparing a event, a very different event for November, okay? November 15, okay, this year, 2025, here in Holland, Michigan, I will be hosting a kind of a conference about well-being connections. Okay, it will be so amazing. I am preparing this with so much care and love. I have the yes already from therapists, so from coaches, from a doctor, for a lot of things, because I really think that not only our crafting, being present, in the moment, and so many more things affect our well-being, our health, and so many more things. So I am in behind the scenes organizing this event. There will be 3 different ways that you can join. You can come to Holland, will be the best, because then you will be in the room with everybody for a full day. It will be so great. We have lunch and everything. Or you will be able to join live at the same time from your computer, seeing what we are having in the same day, or you can get the recording after. Okay, so but more details will come later. And this is also one of the reasons that, we are simplifying our life in all the aspects, so I can also work in those things that are super important. And I know everybody will love this, and so important, especially for us women. Okay, so keep your eye on this as well. Okay, save the date, November 15th. And later in September, probably we're gonna have more information, registration, and all those things. Other than that, that's what I have to tell you today. Hope you like this box. And if you felt, that you want to make it, okay, I cannot wait to see you online for August 5th to 8th for during the online retreat, or even after, because if you don't join us in the club right now, you can join later. You also gonna have access to that. It's not something that you have to do during this week. It's just that the energy of being together with so many people doing at the same time is amazing. Okay, so thank you so much. Check our website for more information, and also we have the contact us page, so if you need it, just let us know in the contact us page, and we're gonna help you. Okay, thank you so much. Enjoy your day. Have fun. Any question, let us know.